we need to find dy by dx for this. So let us, because the t is a common variable there, so let us try to differentiate with respect to t. So dx by dt will give us, so it is of the form u by v, so we need to differentiate u by v form. So first let us take cos 2t and let us differentiate with respect to sine cube t, so which will give us 3 sine square t into cos t, because the differentiation of sine t is nothing but cos t, and minus sine, so sine cube t. Now we need to differentiate square root of cos 2t, which will give us 1 by 2 root cos 2t, and when you differentiate cos 2t, it will become minus sine 2t, and when you differentiate 2t, it is giving us 2. Okay, so the whole divided by, and then you get root of cos 2t and a whole square for that, because the denominator square will be there. Okay, so now when you simplify this, see, you can see that so you can see that 2 is getting cancelled with this 2. Okay, now when you cancel it, so what is left out? Dx by dt. So taking the LCM as cos square root of cos 2t, so which will give us cos 2t. So this is becoming cos 2t, because root cos 2t into root cos 2t will become cos 2t, and coming to this part, it is 3 sine square t and cos t, and minus into minus will become plus, and we are left out with sine cube t and sine 2t divided by, so that square root of cos 2t is coming to the denominator part, and we can see that these two are getting cancelled, in the sense the square root and the square is getting cancelled. So you are getting it as cos 2t whole to the power of, so it is becoming 1 plus half, because square root is nothing but half. Okay, so which is giving us dx by dt is giving us 3 sine square t cos t, and then cos 2t plus sine cube t sine 2t, the whole divided by, so cos 2t whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, now let us take the y part. So y is equal to cos cube t by, so let me write y is equal to cos cube t divided by square root of cos 2t is given to us, cos 2t. So now when you differentiate y with respect to t, you are getting it as dy by dt. So we follow the same procedure, and this will become square root of cos 2t. We are leaving it, and now when you are differentiating cos cube t, you are getting it as 3 cos square t. And when you differentiate cos t, it is giving us minus sin t. Okay, and minus and cos cube t as it is. Now when you differentiate square root of cos 2t, it will become 1 by 2 root of cos 2t. So cos 2t is nothing but minus sin 2t. And when you differentiate 2t, it is giving us 2 divided by the square root of cos 2t whole square. Okay. Now let us try to simplify this. So for simplifying, let us cancel whatever we can simplify it. So here I can see a 2, so I'll cancel with this 2. So this square will get cancelled with this. Okay, so now what is left out? So the left out thing, we'll write it in the simplified form, so which is nothing but dy by dt so when you take LCM there, so it is getting multiplied with the cos 2t, so which is, so when you simplify it, you will be getting it as dy by dt is equal to minus 3 sin t cos square t cos 2t plus cos cube t sin 2t, because the 2 and the 2 in the previous thing it got cancelled. So you are left out with, and the denominator you get that square root of cos 2t to the denominator part, so which is giving us cos 2t to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, now see, let us mark it as equation 2 and the earlier dx by dt as equation 1. Equation 1. So now when you want dy by dx, so it is nothing but dy by dt by dx by dt, so which is nothing but the 2 by 1, the whatever equation 2 we got divided by the equation 1. Now we are just writing, so because the denominators are same, so since the denominators are same, we tried to cancel it, so you're left out with the numerators part, so which is nothing but minus 3 sin t cos square t cos 2t plus cos cube t sin 2t, the whole divided by, so when you simplify it, say the sin t, when your sin t cos t has been taken common there, so which is giving us, so sin t and the cos t in the numerator and sin t and the cos t in the denominator is getting cancelled, so you are left out with minus 3 cos t, so we are left out with minus 3 cos t, so this part is what I'm talking about, and then you are left out in the denominator part, you are left out with this part. So now we are trying to convert it to the numerator part to the cos form and the denominator to the sine form. So which is giving us, when you expand it, you are getting it as minus 6 cos cube t. So I'm talking about this part. So when you expand it, you are getting it as minus 6 cos cube t plus 3 cos t plus 2 cos cube t divided by, so when you're multiplying this with this and then this with this, so you're getting it as 3 sin t minus 6 sin cube t plus 2 sin cube t. So when you simplify it, you're getting it as 3 cos t minus 4 cos cube t by 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t. So but we already know that 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t is nothing but cos 3t. Cos 3t. So similarly 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t is nothing but sin 3t. So we are substituting that, so which is giving us minus cos 3t by sin 3t, so which is nothing but minus cot 3t. Okay, thank you.